In the center of a cinema, a movie was being shown when suddenly all the lights in the theater went out. A staff member immediately grabbed a flashlight and went into the screening room to check the situation. But to his shock, the theater, which had been full just moments ago, was now completely empty. Only the clothes of the audience remained. It cut to another scene. Luke was stepping out of his house, ready to go to work, but from the moment he left his home, something felt off. The surroundings were eerily quiet. The usual morning buzz and noise from downstairs were gone. Feeling uneasy, Luke walked outside and found the streets in complete disarray. Despite this, he insisted on going to work and arrived at the TV station, only to find it completely deserted, just like the streets. Luke quickly turned on a camera and learned from the news that the darkness was swallowing people. It was only then that he understood why everyone had vanished into thin air. But the sun couldn't stay up forever. What would happen when night fell? Luke didn't dare linger. He decided to find a place with light as quickly as possible. After nightfall, armed with only a flashlight, he found a bar that still had lights on. But the moment he entered, a boy named James pointed a gun at him. Once Luke explained that he meant no harm, James lowered his guard. As fellow survivors, the two began to talk. James told Luke that the bar was running on a generator, but the fuel was almost gone. They needed to find a new shelter soon. Luke was disheartened and suggested moving to another city, but James insisted on staying to wait for his mother. At that moment, a woman entered the bar, crying and searching for her missing child. Shortly after, Luke heard faint cries for help outside. Using his flashlight, he rushed out, and just before the darkness could consume the person, brought him back to the bar. It turned out to be Paul, a staff member from the movie theater. Now, the 4 survivors had gathered. However, the fuel was almost gone, and the lights were growing dimmer. The 4 finally decided to leave the city by car. They had to send someone to find a working vehicle. Since Paul was very weak, Luke and the woman set out together. But before they could find a car, Paul had already been swallowed by the darkness.